By the late 1990s, the bustling port city of Khulna operated as a vital artery for trade and commerce in Bangladesh. Millions of dollars flowed through its docks every day. But the man controlling the local extortion and murder syndicates wasn't hiding in the shadows. He cast votes as an elected public official. His name was Ershad Shikder. For nearly 2 decades, he orchestrated a reign of terror across the docks and streets, establishing himself as one of the most prolific criminal masterminds in the country's history. His career exposes a cold reality about the criminal underworld. You don't secure an illicit empire by running from the authorities. You secure it by becoming part of the system itself. Shikder started at the absolute bottom. As a young railway worker on the Khulna docks, he built a local reputation for petty theft, earning the nickname Ranga Chora, the White Thief. He quickly graduated from petty dockyard robberies to organized violence. He formed the gang known as the Ramada Bahini, using sheer brutality to establish a strict monopoly over crime along the Khulna Ghats. But street violence has a strict ceiling. Shikder realized that stockpiling illicit wealth without a legal buffer simply turned him into a highly lucrative target for law enforcement. He adopted a brutal, pragmatic operational motto to protect his operation: buy off people, and if they refuse, bump them off. To guarantee his survival, he needed to buy off the entire justice system. He decided the most efficient way to do that was to infiltrate the political establishment itself. In 1982, Bangladesh's government underwent a massive transition when military ruler Hossein Mohammad Ershad seized control. Shikder immediately saw his opening. He aligned himself with the new ruling faction, the Jatiya Party, positioning his street-level enforcement network as a valuable grassroots asset to the regime. This strategic alignment paid off. By 1988, he successfully ran for local office, securing the title of Commissioner for Ward 8. A dockland enforcer now held legitimate state authority. The commissioner title provided his first real layer of institutional armor, making him practically untouchable to local police, who were reluctant to investigate an elected official. When the Bangladesh Nationalist Party took power in 1991, Shikder didn't hesitate. He defected immediately, pledging his resources and loyalty to the new administration. Amidst the massive crowds and political rallies of a new regime, local warlords easily rebranded their loyalties, trading their ability to mobilize voters for high-level government protection. With his political immunity refreshed, Shikder escalated his operations. He violently seized a local ice factory at the Khulna docks, enforcing a strict monopoly by compelling every local trader to purchase his ice. The ice factories served a much darker purpose than maintaining a monopoly. It functioned as his private torture chamber and primary killing ground. His political backing allowed for systemic corruption on a massive scale. During his tenure, Shikder successfully bribed 8 of the 11 police commissioners in Khulna. By pledging loyalty to whoever held the capital, Shikder purchased absolute sovereignty over his city. He had effectively converted the state's police force into his personal security detail. The political winds shifted again in 1996, bringing the Awami League to power under Sheikh Hasina. True to form, Shikder pivoted to the winning side to maintain his cover. He now operated openly out of his luxurious Swarnakamal mansion. Despite being linked to over 60 murders, the mansion stood as a physical monument to his untouchable status. But in May 1999, Shikder made a fatal miscalculation. He assassinated Mohammad Khalid Hossein, a prominent leader within the youth wing of his own political party. A defector could be useful for local enforcement, but assassinating a recognized political figure crossed a hard boundary. His armor evaporated overnight. Deemed a liability, the party expelled him. Stripped of his protection, Shikder was entirely exposed and immediately arrested by the authorities. Arresting him was only the first step. Prosecutors faced 43 separate cases against a man who still held deep financial leverage and influence over local law enforcement. To break the deadlock, the prosecution utilized a rare legal maneuver. They secured an approver, or a state witness. They flipped Nur Alam, Shikder's own bodyguard and right-hand man. In exchange for a pardon, he agreed to testify against his boss. Alam's insider testimony cracked the empire wide open. Standing in court, he provided explicit details on exactly how Shikder orchestrated 24 distinct murders. Politically protected syndicates are rarely dismantled from the outside. They only collapse when the internal incentive for loyalty is destroyed. Shikder deployed his remaining wealth and lingering political connections in a desperate attempt to escape the death penalty. His final lifeline was a direct mercy petition to the president of Bangladesh, Izzuddin Ahmed. The appeal was firmly rejected. The criminal arc concluded definitively on May 10, 2004, when Ershad Shikder was executed by hanging at the Khulna district jail. Shikder's life serves as a terrifying case study. When political systems value local power and tribal loyalty over the rule of law, they inadvertently incubate monsters in plain sight.